It's Week 14 of the NFL, and this one features the Saints' rookie quarterback. He comes in third in the league in passing touchdowns. It's the Saints and the Giants, just ahead on EA Sports.
So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. At the helm. First play is to the air. Finds him over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he's able to manage a couple on that run. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Another run for Kamara. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. They're dealing with injury right now, Brock, as we can all see here, but you wouldn't know it for a second based on how they've played. They are one of the best teams in football.
Well, we've kept waiting. I think their opponents have kept waiting for the other shoe to drop at some point, right? By this point, I'm not sure it ever will. This is a team that's been built solid. From the top of the depth chart to all of the backup roles. Even missing players, they're better than most other teams right now in this league.
Shotgun now on third down. This is complete to Olave. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. All right, set now, 1st and 10. They're throwing it. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the...
And their quarterback ready to take over once again. And that passing touchdown he started this game off with, just what we expected from somebody who... They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Neither side separating much so far. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They'll have 2nd and 7 to deal with. From the 34. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. And that means 3rd down coming up. They'll try and throw it here. That one's complete, right side. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. stay on the ground with Kamara. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Now looking to throw. He's on the move. Pass is caught at the 9. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Has it in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Throwing on 2nd and 4. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints now lead by 10. Chris Olave with the touchdown. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this. The Saints headed back out on offense. Their quarterback. They'll come out throwing. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
He's got it deep downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. The Saints calling for a timeout, their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So what began at their own 20, Brock, all of a sudden is inside the other 20. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down. Throwing it again here. This is reeled in by Kamara. Decent gain here, but short of the first. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Back to throw on 3rd down. And he brings it in for a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints get more points to end a lopsided first half. Chris Olave with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you...
The Saints are being led back out.
Ready!
Play action on 1st down. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
First down, Saints. Here we go, set!
Handoff headed right, Kamara. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Azeez Ojulari getting there for the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 32. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st and 10, looking to throw. That's complete to Kamara. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
They give on 2nd to Kamara. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter.
Ready up.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Set up.
Here's a give inside to Kamara. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints put up even more points in a win. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group, all...
The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. They run it from the gun with Kamara. Into the secondary past the 40. And he has it down to the 26-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Counter give to Kamara. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Running right, it's Kamara. Has some space inside the 15. And finally, he's down at the 5-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
They'll run with Kamara. Is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming...
This a win on the road for the Saints. And they continue playing their best ball of the season over this recent stretch as they pick up a 6th consecutive victory.